Manchester United are deep in advanced talks with the representation of Cody Gakpo. Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United want to make him a signature signing early in the January 2023 window. Ronaldo is gone. There is a big, gaping hole in the front line of Manchester United. This is a player that Ten Hag has been scouting for many, many years. One of the top goal scorers across Europe, one of the biggest assisters and creators of goals across Europe. Man United are in advanced talks with the player. They are talking to PSV, who are desperate for money to come in. A fee of around 50 million euros is supposedly going to be the golden ticket to get this deal over the line. And we could, over the festive period before the new year, see a deal agreed for completion in the opening days, of the transfer window. We're going to delve into that and much more detail. But Cody Gakpo to Man United is on. Cody Gakpo to Manchester United is advancing. And Cody Gakpo to Manchester United is getting closer and closer to being a done deal. Let's go. Cody Gakpo to Man United is no secret. We know about this deal. Big reports last night and revelations exclusive here. Say United enter talks to seal Cody Gakpo transfer after learning of PSV problems. And this is key. This is crucial. Massively crucial. Gakpo is well known to Man United boss Eric Ten Hag, as we know. And after shining for the Netherlands at the World Cup, he is now set for a January move to Old Trafford, with PSV Eindhoven in desperate need of cash. United have been doing their due diligence. United have been scoffing at the sort of 70, 80 million pound price tags that some Dutch-based journalists have kind of pushed out there. This is what they're going to want. They want to strike Man United up. The problem is United have learned of these financial difficulties and are saying no. The player wants out. The player wants to be a Manchester United player. Cody Gakpo wants to come here. We hold all the cards. And what Man United have done is atypical. We know the deal is on, hence the green tick from myself. But Man United are in deep talks with Gakpo's representation again, as they were in the summer. Gakpo wants Man United, and the Glazers have informed John Myrtle and Ten Hag that they are prepared to bring the summer budget forward after Ronaldo's departure. Now, this is very, very key as well. Aside from the situation with PSV and their money problems, Man United have an issue up front. They need to bring somebody in to replace Ronaldo. He wasn't delivering for us this season, but we need someone in that ilk. We need someone who's going to bring more goals, more creativity, and move that needle. The big question is Cody Gakpo that guy? Now, we're going to move on to that in a few moments' time because I want to get your thoughts and I want to get your feelings on that. But in terms of the deal, it's simple. United want to spend between 40 and 50 million, this is, maximum on this player. Not because they don't believe in him, but they are trying to be more prudent. They're trying to save money. They don't want to keep hemorrhaging the money that we did for a decade under Ed Woodward. We want the right profile of player for the manager in his system that lives on beyond maybe even Ten Hag's stay at the club. This is the way Man United are starting to want to operate. The potential new buyers are going to operate in that same way. This is what the best clubs in the world have been doing, used to do, will continue to do, and always have done. You know, Fergie didn't buy players. Wenger didn't buy players for their systems that didn't match their systems. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid. No one buys players that don't match the philosophy that the club has moving forward. Ajax don't do it. Borussia Dortmund don't do it. You know, Borussia Dortmund back in the day would never have signed Kevin Davis. They wouldn't have done it because he didn't fit their ilk. And this is where Man United need to be smarter. And I believe that is what they're doing. This deal can get done. This deal will probably get done. I would say now it's 90 to 95% there already. Crossing I's and dotting T's. One of the biggest elements to look out for in this deal, you're going to see all the mainstream media talking about this in the coming days, is the structure. It's all going to come down to the structure of the deal. PSV want as much money up front as possible. Now, idealistically, clubs like to spread the payment over the course of the contract. Cash is king for any business. However, when you pay majority cash up front, you can typically get a cheaper deal. With the 20 odd million pounds saved through Ronaldo leaving and cancelling his contract, there is a lump sum of money that will generate between now and the end of the season. Man United could siphon that off, put that towards a deal, and maybe turn around and say, listen, we'll pay 40 million for it, but we'll give you, rather than the 60, 70 that you want, but we'll pay you 25 million up front now and the remaining 15 million over the next 4 years. PSV will probably go for that, sign off on it. Personal terms are already agreed, done, dusted, delivered. Gakpo wants to be a Man United player. He wants to be part of the rejuvenation under Erik ten Hag, and it's as simple as that. Now, the next question is he good enough? Well, let's look at this season as an example. This is looking at all the goals and assists across all the first leagues in Europe, plus national and international cups domestically. So this is club level football only. Cody Gakpo is the second highest goal contributor in European football this year. More goals and assists than Haaland, more goals and assists than Neymar, more goals and assists than Messi, more than Kylian Mbappe. 13 goals and 17 assists for this young man in 24 games, I will add. And Haaland's numbers are crazy when you look at them. 20 in the hardest league in the world, 27 in 19 is astronomical. Now, will he score as much? Will he assist as much? Will he be as impactful in the Premier League? The jury is certainly out. The jury is out on Cody Gakpo. There's no doubt. Whenever a player is scoring and assisting in the Eredivisie and they're looking for a move to the Premier League, there is skepticism. There is concern. We have seen many a player kill it in the Dutch leagues, come to the Premier League and be a shadow of their former selves. You've seen it. I've seen it. The world has seen it. But there's a difference here. Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag is the kind of manager who understands his philosophy, understands his style of football, and is bringing in talent that matches what he needs. I think in the past, where we've seen a Hakim Ziyech struggle, or you've seen a Dirk Kuyt struggle to match their numbers from the Eredivisie to the Premier League, is when they've come into a new system, new style, new country, new everything. If, for instance, Dirk Kuyt came into a Dutch-led system in the Premier League, if Hakim Ziyech came into a Dutch-led system at Chelsea, I think there would have been more success. This is the fundamental difference in this deal as it stands. I'm not 100% sold on Gakpo, but I'm 1,000,000% behind Erik ten Hag. Therefore, I am backing this deal. I think it will get done, and I believe it will be successful for Manchester United. I believe it will be successful, and rivals make me believe it's going to be successful due to the amount of salt being sprinkled over this transfer. Heart attacks. The salt is that, honestly, is that bad. It's that bad. I'm surprised all the fish in the sea are not dead, but the amount of salt that's been taken by rivals over this deal. And if Man United can get this done in those opening 2 or 3 days, maybe the opening week of the transfer window, that also marks a huge sign of change at the club. Far too often, we've either not signed anybody or waited until the 11th hour. We can get Cody in early doors, get him settled, get him up and running. This could be the pivotal moment, the catalyst, as it were, to putting Man United firmly into this top 4 race and giving us a chance for the first time in half a decade. That's half a decade to win a trophy. It's been a long time now since Man United have been highly competitive and won a trophy. I want to take a look at what Erik ten Hag's had to say about the player as well. He was questioned yesterday. Let's take a quick look at this.
How you assess the impact of Gakpo for the Dutch national team. I know you...
A lot of people focused yesterday on that smile, which I thought was intriguing.
You were a big fan of the World Cup and you watched it intently.
Yeah, there were many good players on the World Cup.
Just let me tell you this. Van Nistelrooy has said publicly, there comes a time when you can't say no anymore. That would suggest that things are getting close?
Yeah, but I think you can say that about many players.
Can I
He obviously just playing it down there, Ten Hag, but you saw the smile on his face. And the smile on his face, you could read it one of two ways. That smile could be, this question again, or it could be, I can't wait to open that Christmas present. It'll be a late Christmas present, but I can't wait to open it. I think he knows there's a tremendous possibility that one of the best attackers in Europe is coming to Manchester United. I think he's also happy because he's getting what he wants. And United are improving, they're getting better. But the most important thing for Ten Hag to focus on is the next 3 games in the Premier League. There'll probably be those 3 games and maybe the FA Cup game before Cody arrives. And our most important thing for him to focus on is getting 9 points and putting ourselves through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Because after that point, we have 2 huge games, Man City and Arsenal, back-to-back in the EPL. And getting those 9 points in the build-up to that game, making sure we're still in the FA Cup is going to be absolutely crucial. But viewers, I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Cody Gakpo to Manchester United. Talks have begun. They are advancing. We want your thoughts and we want your feelings. Make sure you're smashing like buttons, subscribing to the Football Terrace, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you.